Picture this. You are leading a NASCAR race by 17 seconds. 17 seconds. That's not a gap. That's a canyon. The crowd is losing their minds. Your crew is screaming on the radio. Your name is flashing on the leaderboard in first place. You have a broken wrist. You've been racing with a cast all day. You've been stuck in 20th place for most of this race. Nobody gave you a single chance. And now, you are about to win. 5 laps to go. 4, 3, then, silence. Your engine coughs. Your car slows down. The fuel gauge hits 0. 1 lap. 1 lap away from the most dramatic, most impossible, most emotional victory of the entire 2026 NASCAR season. That is the story of Christopher Bell at Pocono. And trust me, you are not ready for how this one ends. Before we go any further, if you are a real NASCAR fan, if you love the stories behind the races, the heartbreak, the comebacks, the moments that make this sport unforgettable, then hit that subscribe button right now. This channel, NASCAR Report Today, exists for fans exactly like you. We break down the races, the drama, the emotion, everything that the TV broadcast doesn't have time to tell you. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell. Because stories like this one? This is why we're here. Now, let's go back to Pocono. Because this story deserves to be told properly. Sunday, June 14, 2026. Long Pond, Pennsylvania. The Great American Getaway 400 at Pocono Raceway. And Christopher Bell should not have even been in that car. Just 1 week before this race, Bell was at Michigan. He was running in second place, a top finish in sight, when his car got loose, hit the wall, and he walked away with a broken left wrist. Most drivers would have called it. Sat out. Let their body heal. Not Bell. His team went to work immediately. They built him a custom black cast shaped specifically to fit around his steering wheel grip. They redesigned the interior of the number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota to make him as comfortable as possible. NASCAR even had another driver standing by, Brandon Jones, ready to jump into the car if Bell couldn't continue. But here's the thing about Christopher Bell. The man is stubborn in the best possible way. He strapped in. He took the green flag. And he drove all 400 miles himself. Brandon Jones never left the garage. Now, the early part of this race? Not pretty. Bell qualified 22nd. Not ideal at any track, and especially not at Pocono, where track position means everything in passing is incredibly difficult. For most of the afternoon, Bell was exactly where you'd expect a driver with a broken wrist, starting deep in the field, to be. Stuck. Buried. Invisible. Bell himself described his run as lackluster. His words, not mine. He explained it clearly after the race. Going out early in qualifying really hurt us, and then I could never make ground on the restarts. And that wrist? It was making things worse. On restarts, those chaotic, fast, door-banging moments when the race explodes back to life, Bell simply could not react fast enough. When the cars around him were making sharp, aggressive moves, he didn't have the strength or the mobility in his left hand to match them. He was hamstrung, racing at 95% when everyone else was at 100. The race settled into long green flag runs. No cautions. No chaos. Just clean, fast, hard racing. And in that kind of race, if you don't have track position, you're going nowhere. The number 20 car was going nowhere. Then, on lap 107 out of 160, crew chief Adam Stevens made the call. He brought Bell down pit road. This would be the last pit stop of the race. Now here is where you need to understand the math. A normal fuel run at Pocono lasts around 42 laps. Stevens was asking Bell to stretch the fuel all the way to the finish, 53 laps. That is 11 extra laps on a tank that wasn't built to go 11 extra laps. To put it simply, the math didn't work. And both of them knew it. But Stevens said it perfectly. We just sucked all day and we were going to run 18th to 25th. And that opportunity presented itself. We were hoping for a caution early in that run and we didn't get it. And then we decided just to save and see how close we could get. Nothing to lose. Everything to gain. Even Bell thought it was borderline impossible. He said Stevens was talking on the radio like there was no way we were going to make it. But they rolled the dice anyway. And something beautiful started to happen. Lap after lap, car after car made their regular pit stops. And Bell just kept going. The number 20 Toyota, which had been invisible for most of the day, started climbing the leaderboard. 15th, 10th, 5th. Then, with 23 laps to go, it happened. Christopher Bell was leading the Great American Getaway 400. The driver who had been buried in 20th place all afternoon driving with a broken wrist, on fumes, on a prayer, was now in first place by 17 full seconds. The gap was so big that the second place car, Bell's own teammate Denny Hamlin, looked like he was in a completely different race. 17 seconds. In NASCAR terms, that is an eternity. Inside the car, Bell was fighting every emotion possible. He said, whenever we got to 20 laps or so left, like, okay, 17 seconds, it's like, okay, are we racing for the win or are we racing to finish the race? And that's the brutal reality of fuel-saving strategy. You don't actually know if you're going to make it. Stevens was watching every piece of data he could: SMT tracking, throttle input, engine RPM. But he admitted honestly, when you're saving that hard, we don't really have a great way to really know for sure how we're doing. So Bell did everything humanly possible. He short-shifted constantly, changing gears earlier than normal to keep the RPMs low and burn less fuel. With 10 laps to go, he stopped shifting entirely. He planted the car in 5th gear and left it there. A 160 miles per hour race car, being driven like a school bus. But fuel does not care about dreams. With 5 laps to go, Denny Hamlin, fresh tires, full tank, nothing to lose, caught Bell and passed him for the lead. Bell dropped to 2nd, then 3rd, then 4th. The faster cars were closing in like wolves. Bell's car was slowing with every lap. You could almost feel the fuel level dropping in real time. Then came the cruelest moment in NASCAR in 2026. As the field came around to take the white flag, 1 lap to go, Bell's engine sputtered, coughed, and died. Out of fuel. 4th place. Last lap. He was forced to pit. And that final pit stop sent him all the way from 4th to 26th. 26th place. After leading by 17 seconds. After driving 400 miles with a broken wrist. After one of the most incredible fuel-saving performances you will ever see. How close did he come? Adam Stevens said it perfectly, and these words will stick with you: just a lap and a quarter short. A lap and a quarter. Here is the part of this story that hit me hardest. After everything that happened, after leading, after the hope, after the crash back down to 26th, Christopher Bell was not bitter. He was at peace. He said, this was not a would have, could have, should have. I've had a lot of would have, could have, should have this year, but not this one. That was just a gamble, and we ran around 20th all day. Think about what he's saying. He's not grieving the win. He knows they had no business winning that race in the first place. They were a 20th place car that tried to steal something special. And for a few laps, it almost worked. He even praised the man who called the strategy. I applaud him on rolling the dice and trying to do it. And Stevens had just as much respect for his driver. He's a tough cookie. He's got his mind focused on the right things. And eventually it will turn our way. About the broken wrist, Bell said it was manageable for most of the day. My wrist is fine whenever I'm by myself, but when things got crazy, that was a different story. He had one moment where he banged doors with Josh Berry's number 21 car going into turn 3. Berry ended up crashing, and Bell admitted in that moment, he just couldn't react fast enough. His left hand didn't have it. But after 400 miles? He said the wrist felt completely fine. No pain. And now let's zoom out. Because this Pocono result doesn't happen in a vacuum. This is the story of Christopher Bell's 2026 season, and it is one of the most painful, frustrating, heartbreaking runs you will find anywhere in the Cup Series right now. Look at what's happened recently. Charlotte, Bell finishes runner-up. 2nd place. Nashville, Bell finishes runner-up again. 2nd place. Michigan, Bell is running 2nd when he crashes. Breaks his wrist. Finishes 31st. Pocono, Bell leads by 17 seconds. Runs out of fuel. Finishes 26th. Do you see the pattern? Great car. Great speed. Great driver. Terrible, terrible luck. But here's the silver lining, and this matters heading into the playoffs. Despite all of it, Bell still sits 70 points above the playoff cutoff. The bad luck is real. The heartbreak is real. But he is still in solid position to make the championship chase later this year. And his attitude? This is why people root for Christopher Bell. He said, the year just hasn't gone our way. Whatever the future holds, it holds. I feel confident that our time will come. And he gave more credit to Adam Stevens. Adam's doing a great job calling the races and giving me really fast race cars. I feel like I can drive good whenever everything's right. That's a driver who believes. That's a team that believes. And in NASCAR, belief is everything. Now, it would be wrong to tell this story without mentioning the man who actually won. Denny Hamlin, Bell's own Joe Gibbs Racing teammate, took the checkered flag at Pocono for the 3rd straight time. 3 straight Pocono wins. That is complete domination of this track. It was also the 64th win of Hamlin's career, further cementing his legacy as one of the greatest of his generation. Same team, same garage, same Sunday. 2 completely different days. Bell will look across the holler at Hamlin this week and have to find a way to feel good about a 26th place finish while his teammates celebrated a historic win. That's NASCAR. That's racing. And that's life inside the Joe Gibbs Racing shop in 2026. So that's the full story of Christopher Bell at Pocono. A broken wrist. A 22nd place starting spot. A last place strategy that almost worked perfectly. A 17-second lead. And a fuel tank that ran dry 1 lap and a quarter too soon. It is one of the most heartbreaking near misses of the entire 2026 NASCAR season. But here's what I want you to take away from this. Christopher Bell is not broken. This team is not broken. The number 20 car is fast. The strategy was brave. And the attitude after the race is calm, grateful, focused, tells you everything you need to know about the kind of driver Bell is. His time is coming. And when it does, it is going to be worth every single one of these painful near misses. If this video gave you something, if it made you feel the race, feel the emotion, feel the story, then do one thing for me. Hit subscribe on NASCAR Report today. We cover every race, every story, every moment that matters. Not just the wins, but the real stories. The heartbreak, the comebacks, the humans behind the helmets. That's what this channel is about. Hit subscribe. Leave a comment below. What do you think will happen when Bell finally breaks through this year? I'll see you in the next one.